It starts with a wizard, he's old and he's wise, and though he is small, there is strength in his size. The Goliath from the west, he's not smart, but he's strong. The Flagon Slayers, this is their song. Now the warlock, he's lost all the memories he had, 'cause to deal with a demon went seemingly bad. And the druid on his quest to save the shadow plane, when you hear tortured souls, you'll remember his name. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on. The cleric, she heals in the light of the moon. She wants to find purpose, it'll come someday soon. Then the rogue draws his sword, metals clashing again. When it comes to a duel, he will always win. They're the Flagon Slayers, they drink and they fight. They're the Flagon Slayers, by day or by night. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Flagon Slayers. I'm Jacob, I'm your DM, and here's everybody else that's here. Woohoo, yay. So, what happened last time?
Stuff.
You tell me, I wasn't here.
Tell us.
What happened last time was...
Locknar had a brain fart, so a recap would be much appreciated.
So, everybody kind of got ready to leave the ship behind, everybody doing their different tasks. Bron had some daddy dragon bonding time, and reenacted a rescue scene using the ship's fight training simulator magic illusion thing. And then Locknar trained with the dragon a bunch. He has the burns and the frostbite to prove it.
I don't quite remember that, but I'll take your word for
it. Everybody got ready to go, and then discovered that was this the episode where you guys found out about the Demogorgon? Yeah. Zygon discovered a small box inside the captain's quarters desk, which contained a small gem on the inside. Upon further inspection, it was revealed that the gem contained the soul of the Demogorgon.
We should have said what Demogorgon.
Yeah, what Demogorgon? Which is one of the Lords of the Abyss. Excuse me, stay hydrated, everyone.
Homies.
Hydrate, homies.
Well, and then Lord Grazit offered them in exchange. They could have the boat if he could have the soul. The group, after some debate, decided, it's probably not a great idea. So they concocted a plan that once the ship was landing safely in front of Vasselheim, that they would run, which they did. The group ran, thinking that they might have some pursuers. There were no pursuers.
Not this time.
Not this time.
We know he's after it. If he knows, other demons know that Demogorgon is out. He's not in captivity anymore.
And the party ran to the city of Vasselheim, where they entered the braving grounds after talking to one of the guards on the gate, Broder, a half-orc member of the braving grounds bastions. Why can I hear myself? Ooh, I had my... Never mind. But... that is where we will start. The group has just entered the quad roads, which, for the group, let me try and find a map real quick.
I'm actually caught up on my notes. What a rarity.
Wow.
I don't remember the last time I took notes.
I've got sticky notes and I've got my notebook. Sticky notes are if I start getting ahead too much that I can't catch up. I start writing sticky notes, and I have so many in this book right now.
So many sticky notes.
Well, because I used to just like take notes on sticky notes and then write all like the main notes after I play the episode. But I try to actually go and take notes while I play the episode now.
So, if my players will look into the chat, you will see where you are. So, after walking through the Braving Grounds, entering towards the bottom left gate there, you have followed this road into the Quad Roads, which is kind of the central area of Vasselheim. I would say also it is around... Let's see, I'm trying to think when you got off the boat. Around like I'm going to say it's around 1:15 p.m. But around you is the hustle and bustle of Vasselheim. Anzu, make a perception check.
Oh, yes, sir.
Also, we're heading towards the Squealing Pig.
17.
17. So, Anzu, you're used to seeing all sorts of different folk when you go into major cities. But it's been a while since you've been to Vasselheim, and things really haven't changed. You look around, you don't see anyone that appears to have much magical proclivity, and if they do, they're hiding it. You recall that in Vasselheim, arcane magic is kind of a no-no. People practicing arcane magic, no matter if the spell is extreme or if it is benign, will most likely be arrested or at least detained if they are found casting these spells. You see, the rest of you, this place is pretty populated. There's vendors of all sorts all around selling different foods, items, trinkets, baubles, knickknacks, paddywhacks, and junk. Anything and everything you could want here. You see there's people selling exotic animals. You see there's people selling medicinal crystals and things of that nature. There is a man off to the side who appears to be blind, but is able to somehow see to give people their fortunes. It's kind of crazy.
So a question
Locknar
I had.
No, you go ahead.
With the magic, is it a prejudice against users of magic, or is it just like a gun where they don't want it around?
Little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Okay.
You're gonna run into some
Sucky, stupid magic users.
You're gonna run into some people who are prejudiced against you for practicing unregulated magic. They believe that divine magic is perfectly fine. It's where Arcana comes in that they think it is more unsavory.
Luckily,
So since I
druids have
probably-
divine magic.
Since I probably look like a wizard, can I change into my polka dot suit?
Yes, you can totally change.
Because
it.
that will draw less attention.
Right.
You,
I'll go into Locknar's backpack and change into my polka dot suit.
yeah, you find a small, you find a tree, and you go behind it, and you strip your clothes, and then
And my cane.
change. And your cane. Anzu comes walking out, looking a little,
What the fuck are you
ostentatious.
wearing?
It's called style, Locknar. You wouldn't understand it.
I may not be a smart man, but I know you look like a frickin' idiot.
I'm just gonna pimp walk away to the fortune teller, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, okay, if you want to go over to the fortune teller.
I do
Yeah.
too.
Okay. So you go over to this man. He's a human man.
Mhm.
Looks to be old. He looks like he's maybe 90.
Ooh.
Which in you, Anzu and Thia, you being the oldest of the group, You've never seen a human that's been this old. You didn't know they could get that wrinkly.
Oh yeah, humans this age are rare, huh?
Yeah, it's
Especially
odd to see a
Okay.
human that old. But you see him. You see this young couple, a tiefling and an elf, standing in front of him, and he's just blindly like feeling around. He's got a deck of cards laid out on the table, and you see him shuffling them around. You see his eyes are completely white; they're just blind. He's just shuffling around, just kind of looking, and then he pulls a card, and then he tells them, "Oh, this will bring you great prosperity."
That sounded
And then
confident.
they both look at each other and then look at him, and the elf asks, what kind of prosperity? Well, only you can discover that. That will be 5 gold, please.
Ha ha! The
Oh.
scam.
That's a lot.
And then they both look at each other, and then they both get some money out and give it to him. And then he says, thank you. And he puts it away under the table.
I'll kind of nudge Thea. I think we have a fake one over here.
Let's give it a try.
Sound. I'll walk up there
Okay.
with him.
Anzu, as you walk up,
Uh,
what are you doing?
I want to walk up and let's see if I can catch him like this. I want to say, hello there. I just wanted to get a reading on my daughter and I, and see what the future holds for us.
Okay, Anzu, as you walk up, a young woman, looks to be probably in her 20s. Her skin is like this very vibrant purple. She's got horns that curl up like this, kind of curl back into her head. And she comes up to you. Excuse me, you must wait in line.
Is it obvious where the line is?
Make a perception check.
Do I notice the line? Can I make a perception check also?
Yeah, you can as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, is that an 18 or a 13? That's an 18.
Okay.
So 31.
Oh, geez. Plus 13.
Yes.
All right. So Anzu, you kind of look around doing the full-on John Travolta meme, trying to figure out where the line is, and you're confused. It doesn't appear to be a line. Thea, you clearly see there is no line. She's just trying to stall. There's a collection of people nearby that might be the line, but on further inspection, they're just other people.
trying to pull
I'll look at
something
her and I'll
on
be
me.
like, is the line just you?
Well, no, no, I am an assistant
Mm-hmm.
to Zoldan. She turns around to look at him. He just holds up a thumb. She says, the great Zoldan will see you now.
Thank you.
But make it quick, we're very busy.
Can I
can
check?
tell.
Can I check my personal belongings really quick?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, nothing's been swiped, that
Okay.
you can tell.
Can we also say like
All right.
Locknar's hanging out in the back? He's not like right with them, but he's like. Just,
Locknar,
oh,
you're taller than most people here, so you can still see what's going on.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm just like hanging out, like, 5 or 10 feet behind them. I can hear what's going on, but I'm not like part of their group.
Yeah.
Yet.
Can I
What's-
insight check her and just like get her vibes? Is she
Yeah,
like,
go
trying
ahead.
To, like...
Do a full-on vibe check.
w-
What
sure.
is Zygon, Bron, and Animus doing while
Where
this
are
is
we
going?
what part are we walking? Because we're walking towards the Squealing Pig Tavern, right?
Yeah, so if you look, you're in the bottom top. So like you see on the very bottom of the map
So-
one above that is where you guys are currently.
Easy.
Okay.
We're
Natural
like the
20.
second ring.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
so
second
we're
ring
in ring 2 of the Braving Grounds.
of
Yeah.
the quad roads.
Oh, we're
Oh,
in
the
ring
quad
2 of the
roads.
quad roads.
Yeah, starting from the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're chilling there. Where's the Squealing Pig at? Do we know?
It is further up. Yeah, you'd
Yeah.
have to go where it actually says on the map the quad roads. It's in that area.
Okay, cool. What else is around us?
Just a bunch of different stalls. It looks like this area is reserved primarily for like traveling merchants and stuff like
Do
that.
any of them look like really like just real interesting? Like they sell something like just very like different, or like maybe like some sort of magic that isn't like.
Make an investigation check.
Yeah, I kind of need a magic shop.
Yeah, make an
Yeah, I
investigation
could do
check.
that.
I'm suddenly in need of my own bag of holding.
We all gotta have our bags of holding.
Well, because I can only eat raw meat, and I can't very well keep it out in
True.
the hot where we're walking around.
21.
Well, okay, so Bron, just for point of reference, meat does rot inside the bag of holding.
Gotta get a
Right,
special
but
bag.
it's
Bag of
still-
clothing.
You need a
Right.
specialized bag of holding that essentially is a portable fridge.
Hmm
Yeah.
Or some sort of magical item that can help
Reserve
me out.
meat.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that was a 20 for my roll.
21 for mine.
Zygon, what else? What are you doing?
So you said whenever we messaged Rebecca last session that she wasn't going to get there until later in the day, right? Or was it the next
The
day?
I
next
believe
day.
she was. Yeah, she was a day out.
Okay.
And she said
Um,
not to go to the Platinum Dragon Sanctuary until
Without her, yeah.
we talked to her.
Because
Oh,
most
yeah.
of us are gonna.
Two of you are
warlocks.
warlocks. One of you is a wizard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seems bad.
Oh,
Oh, and two rogues, not to mention.
All right. After Locknar was like ragging on Anzu for his like new getup, Zygon's gonna like chuckle and be like, "Yeah, he's totally right," and then like brush off his new pirate getup, and then
Nice.
just start like walking around and looking at the stalls.
Okay. So we'll do Bron and Animus here in a minute. We'll finish
Yeah.
Anzu, Thia, and Locknar real quick. Okay, what'd you roll on your insight?
Natural 20
Natural
plus
20.
9, so 29.
Hmm.
What are the vibes? Is she trying to trick us, or is she just like she knows this is scam? It's like a
She's
scam.
trying to hype it up,
and-
maybe.
Okay, she does work for this guy.
Right.
There's definitely something weird going on though.
Okay.
There's yeah,
He's a sugar
There's-
daddy.
there's some weird stuff going on. There's something odd going on here.
Is he taking new babies?
Jeez Louise. You've got plenty of money. What are you talking about?
You know,
It's
I
just
could
better
always
too.
use. I live a long time. You know, multiple passive income doesn't hurt.
Your father's one of the richest people in Singorn.
But
like,
he doesn't like me.
that doesn't mean he still doesn't. You know, child
You
support
can
and
just be
stuff.
you can just be the older sister that lives off her younger siblings.
I don't know if
when
you
they
can
get
get
Used
money.
to a certain
That's my real
lifestyle.
life goal. I would like to not do that in the fantasy setting as well.
I don't know if you can get the child support at your age of over 100 years old, but you know.
Listen.
Okay, so there's something weird going on for sure.
That's what I get with a natural 20. Something
Uh,
weird.
You confirmed that it's weird though.
Yeah, you can't
It's
exactly
weird.
read their mind.
I understand that, but like,
Okay, fine. I'll give you a little something. Okay.
Oh, shit.
So-
Yeah.
Is she eyeing any items we have or anything?
She is not. No. You do see though, someone in the crowd. Like she keeps looking to them, and you see this elfin, kind of roguishly handsome-looking guy, standing in the crowd, and he's just got his arms crossed, you know, and every once in a while he'll just look over and nod or do something.
Can I glare at him? Well, I guess I wouldn't know. I guess that's Thea.
Yeah.
okay.
Is she saying anything? Well, how close to Locknar is
Is this dude?
Yeah.
So Locknar, if you're in like the center of the crowd, he's off to the right, so it's probably about 15 feet away from you.
Okay.
But also, Locknar, you don't know what
You're
Thia
right.
knows.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you guys gonna do?
And his like eyes are white.
Yes.
Is there a chance like he could be looking through this man in the crowd, like using him as like his eyes or something?
What is he? Is he like a wraith or something?
Isn't that a ward?
He like some
Or
kind
a
of
ward? A ward,
specter?
yeah. Or
I
ward.
think it's just a scam scheme. Maybe like
Yeah.
it's just a chance for him to figure out where we're getting our money. You know, like whether it's from our pouch or a bag or something, and then he comes and gets it.
Would you two hurry, please? There's obviously a line behind you, and you look. There's no line behind you.
I wish I was seeing what you're seeing. All right. I'll look at the man and I'll be like, "Is there anything? What kind of readings do you do?"
Oh, well, I do many readings. I primarily focus on your future or your past, whichever you prefer.
Okay. What does my future look like then?
And you see he starts to shuffle the cards, just kind of fanning them out on the table.
Can I like keep an eye out for anything fishy, like, and be kind of like hyper aware of like anything that I'm holding on my belt?
Yeah. Anzu, what are you doing?
Standing next to Thea, I guess. I don't...
Okay.
You're supposed to
I'm
be there as
just there.
father and daughter, as far as he knows.
So he just shuffles them around. And then he says, this is a hard reading. Your future branches into many possible options.
Oh. Interesting.
Perhaps if I had an item that was somehow significant to you, I could perhaps ascertain a better reading.
Oh.
Uh,
Let me see what I have on me right now.
Oh, Jesus.
Locknar, make a perception check for me.
Yeah.
The bodyguard. Locknar's bodyguard right now.
Motherfucker. 18.
Okay.
Do you still have your old armor?
I feel like that would be a lot to carry around. It's just like a whole other like shirt.
It could be in the bag of holding.
Yeah,
That's true.
because we're into many
Yeah.
battles.
It's true. I guess I'll like. Is the bag of holding around, or does Caleb the Animus have that?
I think either Locknar or...
I believe.
I have the
You
main
have
one.
your own. Oh.
Don't we have several bags of holding? I thought we had like.
I
We
have
have
one.
now.
I have the
literally
group one. I have the group one, and I have all of our like community items, and then a couple of us also have like your own bags of holding.
Yeah, mine's just for all those like rotting heads.
I'm gonna-
Those
that's
are
gotta be so
basically
fucking
like
stinky.
head
Oh my
puree
God.
now.
Yeah.
That's
by the way.
disgusting.
I'm
It has a nice,
probably-
healthy musk about. It gives him a nice, healthy musk.
I'm not too far
Ugh.
away yet. Like I'm just looking around. If you want to call me.
Yeah,
over.
you're kind of milling around.
Okay, I'll be right. 1 second, and then I'll run and
Of
I'll like
course.
I'll go get my old armor.
And what of you, sir? What do you seek?
I would like to know my future.
All right.
You're gonna die.
He stops.
Oh, by
With
the way,
lightning speed, he pulls a card.
Oh,
Ugh.
He flips it around. Anzu, on the face of the card, is this large sun. With the sun is just the entire area around this picture. There's a field on fire. There's people screaming. Just kind of a horrific looking image. And you see he rubs the face of the card.
Gross.
The sun. Well, sir, I don't mean to be an alarmist, but the sun can mean destruction, but it can also mean new beginnings.
Oh my god.
Sir, if I may ask you a question,
Mm-hmm.
is there anything, in order to get a more accurate reading, is there anything of personal value to you that I might hold in order
Oh,
to
yes.
ascertain a better reading from this card?
Look what I got.
Pull your dick out.
I was gonna say the same joke. I was about to say the same thing. I was like, just slap it on the table. What a guy joke.
So, like
These are the people I play Dungeons and Dragons with.
This
an
happens to
item
mean a
of
lot to me.
importance, right?
Huh, Anzu? What?
An item of importance.
Of importance to you, like personal value to you.
Oh. I mean, I got blue dragon meat.
Is that a personal value to you?
It reminds me of Richter back home.
You got any letters from Vesper?
True, you do have
Actually,
a letter
wait,
from
I do,
Vesper.
don't I?
There's
do.
a few.
But that's not really of significance.
That's
to me.
significant.
He doesn't know that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
stubborner.
And how was he supposed to get an accurate reading? Yeah.
He's not going to.
Okay, yeah, I'll give him a letter.
Okay.
Giving a letter to a blind man.
Yeah.
He smells the letter. The faint smell of perfume. This relates to the sun. Gaze into my inner eye. I can see with that one.
Oh no, dude.
Oh, this dude.
There's something about this guy that Jacobs just really makes sleazy.
Yeah. I watched a movie with Steve Buscemi in it, so I'm kind of channeling.
Good.
Oh no.
Well, do you want to know how the sun relates to the person that sent you this letter?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Could be fun.
This could be a good reading.
Well, it smells of perfume, but also of, what is that? The smell of eggs? So this love of yours is a baker of some sort?
How did you know?
Oh, I see things that others can't.
Oh.
I was like,
And
eggs.
she uses a solar oven. Ah, yes, the sun.
Like the one from Palor?
Yes, indeed.
Oscar?
I'm just gonna look at Thea.
Oh boy.
Anzu's actually in love with Oscar.
What about my daughter? Will she adapt quickly to this woman?
I need her item as well.
I'll hand him my old chain shirt. I'm not sure if I want a new mommy.
He's shaking it. The chains are just going. And you see he puts it down on the table. Let me consult the cards. Begins to sift through his cards once again.
Is the guy behind me doing anything? Like the guy in the crowd?
No. Locknar, you do see the tiefling woman that was screening Anzu and Thea. She's kind of, you see her scanning the crowd for people and kind of like, it's a very subtle thing, but she will like walk next to a group and then kind of just close them in closer and closer to this table. So it looks like she's just walking, but in actuality she's like cutting people off.
She's hurting
them?
them?
Funnel them. Yeah, she's hurting people towards
It's
this
not
table.
really a scam. It's just like,
Well, we don't know that
Bad.
yet. Because what's the third guy for?
I mean, you're paying
So-
for a shit reading. That's kind of just it.
So he shuffles the cards and then he pulls a card up and he holds it out. Thea, this card is the Queen of Swords. He feels the front. The Queen of Swords. Well, I can tell that she's a prickly woman.
Oh god.
Oh.
Locknar laughs behind you guys. You hear it.
You'd say that.
All those days with Uthek with the giant jokes. And she comes from higher status.
I mean, got that part.
Well, to tell you, friend, I would say that your daughter most likely will not like this woman. But they never do. They never do.
What will I do?
Well, do you have another item, perhaps that was given to you by this woman?
I'm just gonna put 5 gold on the table and I'm gonna walk away.
Okay.
I'm taking my chain shirt back.
Actually, Thea. Yeah, you grab your chain shirt.
Okay.
Imagine he swapped it out with like something else.
I'll do
Locknar would like to go up to this guy, and he'd like to ask his own fortune.
Locknar, as you're going up to this guy, you see the tiefling woman come over. Excuse me, sir.
Locknar would like to use Intimidate.
Okay, what are you going to say to her?
Yeah, or you say I can't go, because I think I can go. I think I can go.
Make an intimidation check. That was one of the weirdest intimidations I've ever heard.
Not intimidating.
I'm not trying.
If he was up in her face,
He was actually speaking giant, guys.
Yeah.
We've established Sylvester Stallone is giant.
Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate it. Why isn't it pulled up? 16.
16.
Get back up again.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, right this way, sir.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's
how winning is done.
Anzu, are you gonna give him another thing, or are you gonna just go away?
What?
I'm gonna give my 5 gold. I don't know what she's doing. I'm gonna give her my 5 gold and walk off with Thea.
Sir, would you like your letter back?
Oh, of course.
He hands it to you.
Well, at least
That's
he's honest.
importance to you.
Hello, large sir. How are you today?
I thought you were blind. Can you actually tell? Do I make
There
thuds
are
when I
other
walk or
forms
something?
of vision, sir.
Yes,
Third eye
because you're magically whatever.
His inside.
Oh no, sir. We are not a magical group.
Yeah.
Divine inspiration from Ioun herself.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Tell me my future. Old blind dude, I guess.
Okay. This is a tricky one. I sense turbulence in your family.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Anything else?
A brother,
I'm impressed.
but not now. I must consult the cards. He pulls one.
Where did this come from?
He pulls a card. Locknar is death.
Maybe Vesper likes to bake? I don't.
There's
Maybe that's
there's one just for death. That's a little on the nose, don't you think?
Well, death can mean many things. It is part of
No,
life.
death means death. I'm pretty sure death means death. I mean, you're dead. Or they're dead.
Well, yes, death can mean that, but death is also a different form of life.
Okay,
We
now
pass
now
on.
Locknar's brain hurts.
Sir, do you have an item that perhaps belonged to your brother, or perhaps is sentimental in some way?
I have but one sentimental item. and he removes his loincloth.
Why are we sexually assaulting this old man?
Well, he can't.
He can't see it, man.
He can
He's
only.
gonna reach
He
over.
can only smell.
Locknar has a very liberal sense of
It's freshly
nudism.
cleaned. To be fair, this is a freshly cleaned loincloth.
The loincloth, but not
Locknar,
Locknar.
you're incredibly lucky that the guards are not here right now.
He was in the spa.
Locknar is, I mean, if you understand my culture,
Goliath
then you
culture.
understand that Goliaths typically don't wear a whole lot.
It's true. They
typically just run around.
It's also because
free balling, as they say.
You see, like,
What is he
sweat
squeezing?
kind of drip off the loincloth.
Disgusting.
He goes to smell it.
I hate
Oh.
this.
This is rather foul, if you don't mind me saying. You may have this back, sir.
That'll be 5 gold.
10 for the trouble.
What was your name again, sir? I'm getting a gnar or something.
Locknar. That's my name.
Cocknar.
Oh boy.
I'm.
Classic.
Your father is coming through now. I see him. Is he Blitznar?
Perhaps.
Yes, Blitznar. Ooh. Well, my friend, I foresee a coming battle
Oh no.
where only one of you will survive. That will be 5 gold, please.
It came. To be fair, that was impressive compared to the other two.
Mine was disappointing.
Mine was.
Does he believe in
Nah.
haggling, perhaps?
Well, he's a baker.
You could see if he believes in haggling.
How about 2 gold? Because I didn't like what you said.
Make a persuasion check. Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Give him coppers, see if he notices he's blind.
Okay.
He can probably smell copper compared to gold if he has that.
There's a different weight.
What about silver?
Yeah.
What about silver? Yeah.
They've all got different smells.
And weights.
Yeah.
Do.
You ever hold like a ton of pennies in your hand for too long when you were younger and like smell your hand afterwards?
You can smell pennies, and that's why it's never good to taste pennies.
You taste what?
Corey
Maybe
speaks
for the
from
wisdom.
personal
16.
experience.
16.
With disadvantage?
With disadvantage.
Wow. Sir, the prices are non-negotiable, as you can see by the sign, and he points down right in front of the booth. There's a 5 gold per reading sign.
All right. Here you go. He drops a. He drops 6 coppers and runs away.
Okay. Okay, so Locknar, as you begin to run away, the elf that you have been eyeing, he starts to step forward, and then you see Zildan hold up a hand. It is okay, Findrir. Locknar has a big battle ahead of him.
Maybe I should actually try to get my future read. Because it seems like that there's a
Also,
bodyguard.
To be fair, you and Thea just definitely paid for Locknar's reading because you both left immediately.
Well, Locknar will remember this.
Okay, maybe I'll go back.
Anzu, after seeing Locknar get his awesome reading, you return.
I want another read.
Get in line.
Okay. There is no line. What do you want me to read now, sir?
My future.
Oh, all right. But even if I say something you don't like your friend Locknar over there, you have to give me 5 gold. Read the sign.
I'll give you 10 if you go in depth.
Ooh, I love a challenge. So he begins shuffling the cards around.
And I'll give him a necklace.
A
With,
necklace? What? Be specific.
So I think I talked to you about having a necklace with Richter's scale on it, like one of his little silver scales.
Yeah, it's like been made from it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a
Maybe
silver
it's a
locket.
gift or something. Yeah, I'll give that to him.
Okay. So, begin sifting around. He holds the locket. Oh, was this a gift from your son?
A son and someone else.
A former... Oh, a wife, yes.
Can I hear that and start like listening in?
Yes. She watches over you now, Anzu. She wishes for you to know that. He begins sifting around. He pulls a card. He flips it out to you. It's the Fool.
That bitch.
He reads it. Oh, I believe the cards have a sense of humor. Fool. That's a necklace again. If I may ask you a question, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Do you, often rush into things?
Look at my finger. Or my lack of one.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Aw, man.
Well, I hate to do these sort of things, but, Anzu, the Fool is not a great card. It can mean new beginnings, yes, or new adventures, but it can also mean tragedy. Uh-oh, we lost a Brady.
He's back. I'm back.
Oh, Brady's back. His camera's just having some problems.
Yeah.
Okay. I see sacrifice in your future. I see a plan not coming together. Things are hazy.
Oh no.
Oh, I don't like that.
Gonna have to leave Anzu behind. I don't want to be part of that.
I see betrayal.
Oh.
Someone you know. Oh no. Who is this person? Do you have another item? It would strengthen my reading. My eyes are getting dry from having my eyes open all the time, acting blind, and I'm not trying to do it in any sort of weird way.
Do you know that purple sash that Anzu always has on his staff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's supposed to be a piece of clothing from Linares. I'll take that and give it to him.
Oh, this is elven fabric. You see, he stretches it, feels it. Thank you for sharing this with me. The vision is getting slightly clearer. This was once a friend, now an enemy.
Enemy?
Oh, it's none of us. It's Cran. He's not dead. That fucker.
Oh.
It's a colleague. Who is this person? I don't know.
Oh.
There's a veil of darkness clouding this person. But they are the one you should watch for, Anzu.
The shadow fell.
That'll be 5 gold, please.
Okay. I said, I'll give you 10 if you tell me more about the wife and what she said. He never did tell me what she said.
Anzu, piercing the veil of life and death is not something I take lightly. He's silent for a good 30 seconds. I see a field at a building of some kind being constructed, and you standing next to her. She smiles down at you. You smile up at her. And then a young boy runs up, gives you both a hug. She is projecting this. This is her memory, but it's also yours. That's all I can see.
I'll take the scarf and the necklace, give him the 10 gold. And I'll walk off.
Do you guys walk back
Okay.
over? Hey, Thea. I'm assuming Thea got back first from that.
Yeah.
Hey, Thea. So how was that? Scammer, right?
Useless.
Ah, good. Yeah. Waste of money. Ha.
All right, Bron and Animus. We'll say that you guys are moving a little bit further in, kind of walking around, looking around. There's food stalls, different stuff. And you see a small stall with like this big like teal and orange tent that is taking up very little space. It's like a camping tent. It's probably just got a bunch of stuff inside it. Excuse me. And you see this young boy who you notice quite quickly has fur and is a cat. He's a tabaxi.
Oh.
Bron, you know how tabaxi age. He's probably about 8 or 9 years old.
Oh. He's a youngin.
And he's just, you see him polishing, like there's a rack of swords on the left, and then there's a rack of shields on the right, and then the center table has a bunch of like strange, like necklaces, baubles, like lockets, pocket watch, like stuff like that. Like more jewelry, I guess would be what it is. Rings, things of that nature. And you see he's just polishing the swords.
Okay. I guess I'll approach the shop. I'll approach him and say, "Hey, kid, what are you guys selling here?"
Oh, hey, mister.
Mm.
Well, we sell swords and shields and jewelry. And they've all got a little something special.
Oh.
Well,
Where's the shopkeeper?
you're looking at him.
Oh,
He's the little entrepreneur.
Pro boss.
apparently. Well then, what can you tell us anything more about what these something specials are?
He looks around. You see him get up on a step stool so that he can be on eye level with you at the table. He looks around. Well, mister, maybe we should talk inside.
Okay.
Let's go inside, I guess.
says, Bartholomew, mind the shop! And you see this gelatinous cube
Nice.
just go
Gosh.
whoop, rise out of the ground, and it
Oh.
just tumbles over to the table. And you see inside the gelatinous cube, there's like rusted swords. They're like being eaten away with like acid. And then you see 2 skulls. One's a deer skull, and then one's a wolf skull. And they're both like being dissolved inside it.
Adorable.
Nice.
Bartholomew's been with me since I was little.
It's a great pet to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you come across Bartholomew?
Watch. And he goes, and it goes. He's like, Bartholomew loves it when I do that.
Oh no.
Well, how did you come across him?
Oh,
You seem well traveled.
it's quite a story. So, I was traveling through the desert, and I fell into a hole.
And Bartholomew was down there?
No,
Oh.
Okay.
I found Bartholomew 3 days later.
Okay.
What's your name?
My name is Frederick.
Okay. A 9-year-old tabaxi named Frederick.
And to describe him, he looks like a domesticated cat version of Tony the Tiger.
That's
He's
adorable.
like he's got little toe beans. He's adorable. He looks like a kitten. It's so cute.
I'd squish him if I were there.
Well, Frederick, how about you take us inside and show us what you have?
Okay, but watch your step. Things can get pokey.
All right.
And then he walks inside the tent.
Okay.
I really hope this tent has some sort of magical quality of its own, so that we're not always squeezed inside a tent.
There's no
Well-
way this kid isn't related to Oscar.
I already considered the
He's
journey
not.
worth it.
He's not.
Why do all your
It's-
tabaxi act like this?
Why not? Some of them. Well, Traxxar's
Bron
not
doesn't.
like this,
Bron doesn't.
That's fair.
and Bron
Fair
doesn't.
enough.
There's different clans, Thea.
I guess we'll follow him in.
Yep.
Okay, so you go in, and you crawl in, and it just leads to like a tunnel. It's just like a small tunnel. Bron, you barely fit in here to crawl. You're like on all fours, and you just see that Frederick, my bad. Frederick is just. I thought about doing Felix. I had 2 different names, and I picked the other one. Anyway, so Frederick's just kind of like he's about to make a sale. So finally, the
Yep.
tunnel opens up, and you get through it, and you see just this massive store, like 7 stories tall. You see a bunch of like automatons, like cataloging everything. You see like there's like fairies and robots and just all sorts of different stuff that are just like minding the shop, basically. This is my shop.
I'm gonna lean over to Bron. I really feel like if people knew what was inside, they'd be lining up for this place.
I think you're right.
Hey,
Oh, some people don't fit in here because of the tunnel.
I found it pretty comfortable. I mean, it was a little squeeze.
Have you
Well-
considered making the tunnel a little bit bigger?
Well, it also stops thieves.
That's true.
What about Bartholomew?
Oh, Bartholomew's a jelly, so he kind of just goes.
He doesn't stop thieves, though.
Oh no, he's a very gentle slime.
Oh.
You could just put him at the end of the tunnel, and while they're running out with your stuff, they don't think he's there, and they run inside of him, and they're stuck inside of it.
Bartholomew doesn't like people inside him.
Yes. I guess a non-consensual act like that would be.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we had a whole talk with HR.
That makes sense. All right, let's look around the items you have,
All right, well, what are we looking for?
Bron.
I kind of just want to look around.
Yeah.
I mean,
All
a place
right.
like this, you can't just look at one thing and be content.
If you would allow me, I will ask one of my robots to assist you.
Please do.
B-37! And you just hear... And then you see this small sphere-like thing roll up to you, and then it bloop, pops out, and it's got little arms and little legs and a singular eye at the center of the sphere.
Is this Star Wars? What happened here?
It salutes to you. No, there's actually a race.
No, I know. I just like I don't think we've seen them very much.
You have not seen any of these things.
Yeah.
They're usually not found on the material plane.
What is this child?
Right?
Where is he getting these things?
It's Frederick.
Do I know anything about these?
Well, through your planar through your planar studies, you know that this thing is called a Modron.
Okay.
Modrons are from the plane of Mechanus. Basically, a robot plane. And they come in multiple different styles. And the more they go off geometric pattern. So spheres are the lowest level. Then you have cubes. Well, okay, I'll tell you the actual names: monodrones, duodrones, tridrones, quadrones, and pentadrones.
Nice.
This is a monodrone, B-37.
Okay.
He salutes to you. And then Frederick says, "Okay, B-37, show him our best stuff." And then he goes, and then he starts rolling, Bron. You probably want to keep up with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How fast
So he
is
just starts
rolling?
rolling.
Excited.
Pretty dang fast.
Oh,
Like,
God.
Bron's probably going to have to do a jog to keep up.
I have to like do a full sprint then.
Excuse me, feathered friend.
Oh, yep. Sorry.
I can give you your own if you would like. I assumed that you and your more stabby friend would like different items.
No, yeah, you're right. Actually, that's a good point. I'll let him go look, and then if we ever, we can talk about it later. I don't know. But yeah, give me my own mono drone.
All right, what are you looking for?
Well, I'm not really in for any weapons or armor or anything. I don't know. Enchantments that may help in planar travel. I'm assuming you have
Someone likes to go to different planes.
Yeah, I'm assuming you have
I
some
do
sort of
too.
knowledge, yes. Are you alone, like, nowadays?
Well, I've got Bartholomew
Where are your
and
parents?
all of my monodrones. Oh, let's not business. Let's not talk about
All right,
that.
okay. It's fair, it's fair.
Well, if you're wanting more planner enchantments, then it's free right now. D26. And you hear, and then you just see this cube just come out of nowhere and just land in front of you.
Oh.
And then it sprouts arms and legs, and it has 2 eyes.
Curious. Do you have a way to get to Mechanus?
We don't talk about that here.
Oh. Is it for the drones or for just overall?
It's just a rule of thumb.
Is it your rule of thumb, or is it just to make sure other people don't know?
No, it's mine.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm a big studier of planar travel. That's obviously why I'm very interested in this. So.
So the cube starts to just, and it's going pretty fast too.
God.
You're probably gonna have to run to keep up.
My little bird legs.
Okay. So Bron, the drone takes you into this section on the 3rd floor that has a bunch of these ornately designed blades. Make a perception check for me.
19.
19. Okay, Bron, you know your swords. You know your swords especially. As you're going through the rows and rows and rows of blades, you see a familiar hilt. And you see Rose's thorn up on one of the shelves. But that's not possible because there's only one, and you have it. You literally have it on your belt. It's odd. You also see there are swords from very long ago, like very long ago. But you also see designs for swords. You see this one sword that the metal It's the only one here, and it's on the very end of the row. But the metal is more. It's not familiar. You have no idea what this sword is really made out of, but it doesn't look alien. It just looks weird.
Okay. Well, first, can I grab the other Rose's Thorn and like test its weight and things like that, and see if it is like if it was an imitation or if it is something else.
Okay. So go ahead and make a acrobatics check for me.
Okay. Uh, 19.
You've fought with Rose's Thorn quite a bit. This feels exactly the same. It has the same weight. It has the same flexibility, same design. You even look, Bron, you look at both hilts, and you remember in your fight with Traxar, when you blocked a blow, he scraped a little bit of the it's designed to where there's like roses all around it, and one of them had come off in your fight with Traxar, and you just haven't gotten around to having it fixed yet, because who could fix the master's work? It's the exact same one missing.
Oh my god.
They're
So
twins.
weird. Well, it's like an exact clone of my specific weapon.
I think they work
One-
together somehow.
That'd be insane.
Well, there was only one crafted, and it has the exact same scratch marks, exact same thing missing. So
This kid's
something else
hiding
going
some
on.
stuff.
yeah.
Are we getting
All right,
scammed?
well, I'm going to.
Turns out this is the scam.
Yeah, the fortune teller actually was where we should have
Yeah.
gone.
Okay, with that, I'm going to place that back, but inspect the one that is unknown to me.
Okay. So Bron, you pick up this sword. A few things weird about it. The sword is very thick, but the edge is super fine.
She's a thick girl.
Like the blade itself, it starts about this wide and it just tapers until it gets into a fine edge.
Right.
Kind of like a chef's knife. You also see that there are these strange tubes that run up the blade and hit it at every third, like go inside it. So on further inspection, you see that the inside is actually semi-hollow. You then see on the hilt there's a switch, like a kind of like a fighter pilot joystick.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you squeeze the bottom of it, it kind of looks like that, and it like wraps around the hilt. So you like, there's like a guard, and the trigger is within the handle.
Gotcha.
It's a weird blade. You've never seen something like this before.
Can I tell, like, if it is a known metal at least that it's made out of? Do I recognize that at least?
Make a investigation check.
Okay.
Or a history check. You can do one or the other.
Natural 20.
Okay. Okay, let me double check
But
something.
probably for him it would have been more of a history check, being like history of blades and stuff. If that makes your explanation any different.
Okay.
This is sketch balls.
Okay. So you've iron swords, very, very common.
Mhm.
This has a similar quality to iron, but it's better. It has more tensile strength. It cuts better. It chips less, as you can tell just from the blade. The blade is pristine. You don't know what metal this is, but it is something to do with iron.
Interesting. Is there like price tags on each one of these things or anything like that, or
No,
are they
they're
just laid
not
out?
priced.
Okay. Well, I'll keep a note of that, and I guess. Let's see, how can I word this? B37, that was its name, right? 37.
Yep.
I'm looking for a way to keep food longer. Do you have anything like that here?
You see the eye inside the sphere rolls back forward, and it just starts rolling.
Okay. Moving on.
I'm assuming you put both swords back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start moving on. Animus,
Will you take me?
you take me for some fool.
Please.
Animus, you
Yes.
get led pretty far. You're on floor 6.
Is it like an
And you
open in the middle type library
yeah,
style?
it's like a library style. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's like the main like desk that's like a giant circle, and you see a few fairy attendants. You also see that there are a few customers in here that aren't just you two.
Okay.
You see a Gith. You see a few like drow. You see elves, lizard folk, a few turtles, like basically the whole spectrum.
Spectrum of the sketchies, you know.
Yeah.
All-
Well,
all
not
across
necessarily
spectrum.
sketchy.
You don't
but-
see a lot of humans coming into a store like this.
Well, no. Also, a lot of humans probably aren't going to go to a store that has a 9-year-old as its owner. They're probably going to think it's a joke. You get led to the 6th floor, where you see there are these large stone pillars, and it looks like these pillars. You can examine some of the writing, but these pillars are basically they actually have waystones to where they link to each other, and they travel to different planes. So each of these is marked with a different plane.
What planes are
And
they?
it's well, to keep up
Animus
with the
just found
cube,
his
you're
candy shop.
to keep up with the cube, you're gonna have to move pretty fast. So go ahead and make a investigation check for me with disadvantage, and depending on what you roll is how many you can read.
Can I ask the cube to slow down? No, I'll just do this. I'll do this. It'll
Okay.
make it easier. One is cocked. They're both cocked. I'm not gonna lie. Well, okay, one was a 7, and it was probably a lot less cocked. So I'll roll another one, and that's pretty.
That's
low.
fine.
Okay, 7.
Okay, 7.
Yeah.
Let me pull up my planes. Oh no. I'm trying to find where that is in the. Where is it in the DMG?
It's in the back.
Oh wait, here it is. The planes. 50s. Okay. It's actually towards the front, which is
Oh,
weird.
is it?
Yeah, it's in the 50s.
Oh, in the
I
DMG.
think it's in the back of the player's
Yeah, it's
handbook.
I didn't hear him say DMG.
Okay. So you see your generic ones, your Shadowfell, your Feywild. You also see Innistrad, which is a plane that you have been to. You also see one called Ravnica, which don't know what that one is. You also see Mechanus, the Abyss, the ones that you have seen before. But there are a few that you only get brief glimpses of. You see a random K here, a random S here. But yeah, nothing insanely out of the ordinary, but you do see.
I mean, that's
some
all
planes
out of
that-
the ordinary to have these waystones.
It is a little strange.
Hold on, I'm trying to catch up. Ravnica, Mechanus,
Probably considered illegal to have him here too.
Abyss. You had Innistrad.
It's only illegal if you get caught. Yes.
And then what was I've got Shadowfell, Feywild, Ravnica, Mechanus, Abyss, Innistrad.
There is let's see here.
I should have one more I was able to read.
I don't remember what it was.
There is Archeron.
Okay. He's acting so casual about the fact that he has this store. So I feel like his family might have been in some sort of business like this, or his tribe. Alright, I'll keep following.
But York Cube, D26 continues on. Until you eventually get to this small, it's like a table. And you see there's a few rings on it. I would say about 20 different rings.
Nice. I don't recognize any rings, would I?
Make an investigation check.
Because I have read a lot on this, so I don't know if there's any certain rings that are like well known, but I can't like read the nature. Oh, for some reason I just rolled with disadvantage. No idea why. Hold on.
Because you did the last time.
Yeah, let's re-roll. 11.
11. All right, so we just kind of stand there, like, what the heck's going on? And you pick up one of the rings and you look inside it. There's an inscription. Do you know Elven?
I do.
Okay. Do you know Fey or Sylvan?
I don't know Sylvan, no.
Okay. So it's written in Old Elvish, which is derived from Sylvan. So you know a little bit of what it says, but you kind of get the gist that this ring is somehow tied to the Feywild.
Okay. Man, I don't want to make you read all 20 rings, so...
I can give you the general consensus.
Yeah, general
Some
consensus.
of these planes you've never heard of, some of the languages you can't read.
Yep.
But you get the gist that these are planar rings. They allow you to transport to the plane, but they have a single charge, and they take a month to recharge. So once you go to that plane, you're either there a month, or you have to find your own way back.
Okay.
Are they two-way trips?
Nope, it's a one-way.
So one way, and then
so
it recharges
the 1
a
month recharge still can only take you to the plane that you already just traveled to.
Oh, well, no. So you can't go back and forth with one charge. Once it recharges, you can return.
That's okay. That's kind of what I was
So
asking.
it's a two-way, as in like I can go to one of these planes and then back to the material plane.
Yeah,
but like with like a charge, yeah.
And it's a month on that plane. So some planes, it's a day. Some planes, it's 5 years. It's weird. And then if you went to the Feywild, you could be in the Feywild for a month and come back, and it's 300 years later.
Is
like
the
to hang out for 1 month?
Here?
Yes, the Shadowfell is here. It's a very dark onyx ring.
Boy. Oh, that's too tempting. Are any of the underworldly rings here?
There is one ring for the Abyss. You don't see anything for the 9 Hells.
Oh, man, dude. Oh, those are both really... those would be just so useful. There's no reason for me to go any other plane right now.
Well, maybe by getting one of those, you can kind of study it and figure out how it works.
Yeah, that's
Animus,
true.
you do see one ring that's kind of cool just as a ring.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll look
you see that it's a 3-tiered ring made of 3 different materials, and the inside tier spins. And it looks very like steampunky sort of vibe. It just looks cool. I thought you might like that.
I'm gonna look over at the drone. What was it? D20? D26?
I am not that bad at naming things. It's D26, sir.
D26. I corrected myself. Excuse me, D26. If I were to have further questions with the ring, should I just grab them and then take them up to Frederick on my way out?
He hits a button on the side of his body, and then you see this magical doorway open up. You said you needed questions answered?
Oh, man, I love this. This is just... Wow, you're an interesting... I really wish I just had a lot more time to talk to you today, but I can't, so... Okay, so I just have a couple questions. Number one, this ring right here, the the 3-tiered one. I was just wondering. I'm not as well known with the scripting on this. What is this ring?
Oh, that's a ring to Kaladesh.
Oh, Kaladesh. Animus would know Kaladesh. I, as Caleb, do not really
You
know.
actually, Animus would not know
Oh,
Kaladesh.
Neither of those things I know.
That was a weird. It's like a bunch of letters got put together, and then it was a word. That's what it is to you.
Kaladesh. What plane would that be?
Well, I've had a lot of artificer friends enjoy that plane. It's a plane that's kind of outside of ours. It's like adjacent, I guess is what I would say.
Okay.
But you mainly go there if you have some magical items that you want to make out of aether.
Yeah, I just wanted to know it's a cool ring. Also, can I just I understand you don't want to talk about your family. Is this all something you learned from like a tribe, or was your family planar travelers? Nope. Did you just learn it yourself?
Uh-huh.
What the fuck?
Much like yourself, I studied the planes extensively.
You're 9 years old.
Well,
what have I been doing with my life?
Looks can be quite deceiving.
You're right. Maybe. I thought of something as Caleb, so I'm not gonna say it. Well, okay. So how much would one of these rings cost? Does it depend on the ring, I would assume?
It does depend on the ring. Some of them are easier to make. See, the Kaladesh one's kind of hard because you got to go through a middleman.
Okay. Well, I'll stick with the ones that are more probably more useful in my studies. I've got one here that I found to the Abyss and one to the Shadowfell. A lot of my money I've actually put in a bank before coming here in Amon.
I don't trust banks.
Yeah, I don't trust people who are currently hunting me down, and there's a lot of those. So.
Ooh, scary.
Yeah. But I do have a good amount on me. I wonder how much both of these. I guess first, how much is the Abyssal ring?
Oh well, that costs about 500 gold because I don't like going there.
Okay. And then how much is the Shadowfell ring?
Oh, that's 200. I also don't like going there, but not as much as the Abyss. But there's some pretty cool stuff with the Shadowfell. I made this really cool. Anyway, that's
all
neither
right.
here
Okay.
nor there.
Yes. Are there any more? Do you have any more underworldly rings?
Are they on the table?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. D26, and it goes. Would you go into the back room and see if there's any more rings?
Oh, fuck yeah! Backroom rings.
And then it just starts tumbling off. He'll be a little bit. Is there anything else you want?
No, I'll actually take both of those.
Okay, that's 700.
Yeah, I'll pay when I get to the front, correct?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Flo's down there, so just pay her.
Flo from Progressive. Okay, I'll do that, and yeah, I'll just wait for him to get back. Also, do you have any books that you keep on your studies of these different planes?
Well, as much as this looks like a library, it isn't one.
Do you have any personal notes?
Ooh.
Could I pay you to give me personal notes that you may be able to like write down? Because maybe you're not a note taker.
You hear him start to purr. Nope.
Fair enough. I'll wait for him to come back then.
Okay. Do you need anything else?
No, that's good for now. Thank you.
All right. And then he goes, and this door opens up and he steps through. About 5 minutes later, D26, and you see it's holding 3 additional rings in its small, tiny hands.
Okay. Can you get Frederick back for me, please, D26?
You have questions?
I do. So I'll start with the ring on this left. Here's one he pulled out.
Okay. Ooh, very good, D26. This one is expensive. Okay, so That one is to the innermost hell
For the
of the 9 hells. Yes.
Ooh.
That one took me 3 years to get.
Oh, how much is that?
It's 5,000 gold.
Oh, the temptations
over
for
the
that.
course of a year, each month being 5,000. So it's
But it goes to the
50,000. Wait, let me double check that too. I want to make sure I have all the months. I think there's 10.
It's six. Oh wait, no, yeah, different.
50,000.
Zygon thinks there's only 12 months. It's like he's never made a D&D setting.
So savage.
Sorry.
Wow, Jacob.
I'll just
Bring
Alright, guys,
Frederick
we're
brings out a weird.
we're gonna have to have a conversation. We'll be right back.
Guys, cyberbullying is not okay.
Nah.
Smack him through the screen.
I'm sorry.
God, Brady,
I
what?
did not mean that.
You've never been a fucking
Cyberbullying's
D&D
not okay.
session, you
It's
fucking
okay.
idiot. There's not 12
Rifle, on the
months.
other hand, I think we're okay with that.
There's 17 and a half months, you fucking idiot.
Okay. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Oh,
11.
this is gonna be
You were close.
expensive.
It is 55,000 gold.
I have that for sure, yeah, If I owned that fucking mine, I'd have that.
We also do installment plans. And we have our own loan office.
And you don't believe in banks.
Well, I don't believe in banks I don't own.
There comes a point in time when I remember this guy from Innistrad called the Gatekeeper, and I remember I wanted him to be my favorite
Are
character.
you
I'm saying this.
mentioning
I'm
that?
just saying this overall to the group, not as a in character.
Okay.
This is now my favorite character Jacob's ever created. This is insane, dude. All right.
Is it because he has a bunch of toys you want?
There's just so much I just can't even think about this guy. Sorry, I don't want to waste everyone else's time by shopping. What is this ring in the middle?
Oh. Okay, don't tell anybody that you have this.
I don't have it.
Okay.
You have it.
Fair point. Okay, so don't tell anybody I have this. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, D26 cone of silence, and then it goes, and it just builds up around, and now you guys have this cone above you, and it's pitch black in here. Okay, so this would get you an audience with a certain person.
Can I know that certain person?
Okay, I'm sorry. That was inherently vague.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just say that I got some of this knowledge from consulting a higher power. And then he winks, but you can't see him wink because it's pitch black in here.
Who is the person I would have audience with?
We could just say that she might give you a stone. It's Ioun. It goes to Ioun.
Oh, fuck. You made it. I mean, that just was. There's so much vagueness there. It's a lot.
And this, I don't know why D26 grabbed this because this is priceless. But if I were gonna put a price on it, 5 million platinum.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna move on to this third ring.
Okay.
because
D26, no more cone of silence, and then just.
You may want to
and
hide
then flight
that
again.
one.
Oh, that's why it's in the back office. I don't know why D26 grabbed it. He might have a malfunction. And then you just see D26 be like,
Ha! All right.
okay. And you see this ring, it perpetually is wet. For some reason, it's just always
Gross.
wet. So this will take you to the. Can you guess? It's always wet.
Oh, man, I don't remember the name of it.
I don't hear you.
What?
I didn't. Your mic cut out for just a second.
Sorry. I can't remember the name of the super watery plane.
It's just a plane. It's just to the elemental plane.
Oh, it's the elemental plane water. How much would that one cost?
I don't know why this wasn't out on display. 100 gold.
All right. Well, man, what is this?
But I wouldn't go there unless you know how to swim and breathe underwater because it's all water and you can't get back.
Well, much like you, I also have a few things in my past that may allow me to do this kind of thing. And also, what is this installment plan? Like, if I wanted this inner hell ring.
Well, it's a very nice loan program that charges only 12% interest.
Okay. Oh.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. That would be a lot of...
It's more competitive than any of our other competition, including Gilmore's.
How much do you move around?
Oh, we're everywhere and nowhere all at once.
That doesn't help me. If I wanted to get in touch... If I wanted to get in touch with you in the future outside of me leaving Vasselheim, how would I do that?
Oh! And then you see him reach into his small little pocket. He pulls out a card. All you gotta do is you gotta get this card and then burn it on top of a piece of gold. And then, boop, tint.
Okay. Alright, well, I'll take the three rings, the elemental, and then the Shadowfell and the Abyssal, and I'll take those, and I think I'll go to the front and wait for Bron.
Okay. I've got other business to take care of, but it's been fun talking. I'm always happy to find other planner travelers.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right. So Bron, B37 takes you to a small hunter-gatherer section. There's like tanning racks and stuff like that. And you see this small sack on the table, and it is cold to the touch. It's probably the size of, like, I would say about this mason jar.
Okay. Just like a rucksack. B37, how expensive is this? Do you know what it does? I don't know if
See the sphere go back and forth as a no.
Okay. Well, can I speak to Frederick then?
Touches a button on top of his head.
Yay.
You then see the... You have questions?
I do. So I asked B37 to point me towards a way to keep foods longer.
And he did a great job.
Yeah, so can you tell me about this cold bag?
Oh, well, I jokingly call it the bag of colding.
Oh.
Love it.
That hurt.
That wasn't me.
Fortunately,
I
Locknar
borrowed
likes
that
that.
from a friend.
Locknar likes that joke. But...
But it's basically a small bag of holding that keeps stuff cold.
Does it have the same storage capacity?
Of a bag of holding comparable
Yes.
to its size, yes.
Okay. How much does this cost?
Oh, hang on a second. I gotta add some ones and zeros.
Fuck.
Bless you.
Thanks.
150 gold for a bag that small.
Okay. Well, I would love to have this.
All right. Just go downstairs to the first floor. Flo's down there. She's great. She'll take your order.
Okay, can we... Well, I also have a couple of other questions. 1 second.
Okay. He's got his headphones are about to die, everybody.
Yes.
Oh God, no!
Oh, no.
But I had a question over at the sword section. And can we walk over and go look at those?
Oh, that's a different floor, but yeah, hang on.
Yeah.
Door opens up. Please step through.
Okay.
And then
I
you
guess I'll kind of duck
duck
through,
in.
yeah.
Now on the third floor in front of the swords. What's your question?
Well, I have a couple of questions. First off, what is this thing? And I want to point at the weird mechanical seeming weapon, the sword that I inspected that seemed to be made of iron and has tubes on it.
You see him look at a timepiece on his wrist. Bron, this is a 3-dimensional watch. Really, really odd. So essentially, it's a sphere that rolls forward, but it also rolls. It's a 3-dimensional watch. I don't know how this would work, but essentially, or no, that's not even what it would properly be. It is technically a 4-dimensional watch.
Oh.
So, yes.
It just tracks multiple timelines, or
it tracks time along with time.
Okay.
It tracks what time of day it is, but it also tracks what time it is. He specs it. Well, to be completely honest with you, you're not supposed to see that.
Well, I didn't try to see something I wasn't trying to see.
Yeah, it's a glitch in the program.
Oh.
And then you see him, magic appears in front of him, and he hits a few, it's like a panel looking thing. And he hits a few things, and then you see the sword just like shimmers, and then it just disappears.
Oh.
Okay, taken care of.
Just for my own sake of curiosity, can you tell me more about it?
It's a thing that you don't need to know about.
Okay.
And we'll leave it at that before I get arrested.
Well, we wouldn't want that, would
This
we?
fucking kid.
Okay, well, the other thing is actually over here, and I want to draw my own Rose's Thorn alongside it and say...
Very nice blade.
Yeah, as far as my knowledge goes, and I have the book of the craftsman involved, there was only one of these made, and it was not only an identical copy, but even to my own wear and tear on this exact blade.
May I?
Okay, and I'll hand him my...
He grabs both swords and he just shoves them into the ground because he can't, hold them. Because he's small. So he just pulls out a jeweler's loop and just starts looking at it. Well,
Is this another thing that shouldn't exist but does?
Yeah! Excuse me, B37, cone of silence.
Oh my god.
Around you guys.
Crammed in there.
Sorry, it's a little tight. Okay, so, you're probably wondering how I have the same sword you do, and there's only one. Well, that's a funny story. So, I took it from you. Kinda.
Oh my god, he time travels too. Oh my shit.
The fuck?
Space. This is what I live for.
He took it from your dead body in the future or something.
Maybe.
Okay, so long story short story. Okay, so you know when I found Bartholomew and I fell into the pit thing?
Yeah, and then 3 days later you found him.
So in between those 3 days was about 5,000 years.
Fun.
Yeah, so I fell into a temporal anomaly.
Okay.
It's really old magic, way, way old, but also way, way young because it exists at all times, so I guess it doesn't actually. Anyway, so I fell into a temporal anomaly about 5,000 years ago. Well, actually, 5,000 years ago in 3 days.
It's important.
It is. So basically, here's what happened. I fell in when I was 9, and I have been 9 for 5,000 years.
Oh shit.
So were you conscious for 5,000 years,
Uh-huh.
or did time just pass at 5,000
Nope,
years? Or...
I lived through 5,000
Oof.
years of history.
Rough.
I have seen this entire continent go to war multiple times. And the other continent. And the
That's-
other continent. And the whole world.
Yeah.
And the other planes. It's been a lot.
What?
Yeah. That
And you're
sounds
probably
like...
wondering, like, why am I so nonchalant? Well, one side effect is my mind advances, but my personality doesn't really. It's weird. Anyway, so I'm 9, but my mind is 5,009 and 3 days.
So, did you time travel on your birthday then?
Oh, hang on, I got it. 5,009 and 57 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds pretty awful, honestly.
I
mean-
after the first 1,000 years, you kind of get over it.
Well, I hope that I don't have to be in that situation and have to get over
Oh,
it.
don't worry, you don't. Oh wait, I
uh,
probably should tell you that. Anyway,
Well,
Oh, he knows everything. Oh,
maybe. I mean,
but I will say that the time I went through might not be this time. Time's kind of weird. But yeah, this is definitely your sword. But I'm not giving it to you because you gave it to me fair and square.
well, it wasn't me, but
It
okay.
was you, but it's you in the future. So I guess you
Uh-huh.
already knew me before I knew you.
Yeah. Well,
Time's weird.
it is. I'm kind of a curious person, and
I'd be nice to have
yeah,
two of
me
them.
too.
I value rare weapons in particular, so it's a little
This one's
off
less rare
putting.
now, huh?
A little bit.
Now there's like double of what there was.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Just out of
damage-
curiosity, how much are you selling it for?
Oh, well, you told me to technically not sell it until someone who you thought I would think. I'm not supposed to give it to you.
Well, that's okay. I'm not trying to take it from you.
Okay, good. Because that would be bad. Or would it be good? I don't know.
I think it would be good. But
But you
I'm
from the
impartial.
future said to not to.
Okay. Well, do you happen to know if you have any others of this making? Not specifically this weapon, but from this maker.
From the Master Forge himself?
Yes.
Huh. I don't know. Most of them have been lost to time. No pun intended. B37, no more cone, please. And then just goes back into its little sphere. B37, would you go and see if there's any of the Master Swords? I call them Master Swords. In the back, please. And then it goes, and then just. He'll take a little while, but you know
Okay.
what? It's time, if not an endless monotony.
Yes.
That's morbid as shit.
Oh my god.
This guy's dead inside.
He hides
I
it
kinda
with
fuck with him,
childlike humor.
I need to see him because I really need magical items.
Oh yeah, there's no way we are not telling you guys about this.
I don't. Yeah. I feel bad because we're making this into a shopping episode, but at the same time, like, this is definitely one of my
we
favorite
haven't had one in a
characters.
while.
That's true.
Locknar does
Yeah.
not like shopping episodes. It's okay,
No,
Corey. Drink
no.
a beer. It's fine.
Let's play Thunder
I mean,
Shock
he had a cool fortune telling.
True. One that shakes him to his core. All right, so after a little bit, B37 gets back, and you see it's. You don't know how a sword could fit in here, but you see like the front of the sphere just go, and then it just produces 3 swords.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to avoid getting hit by those swords.
Yeah. Yeah. You see one of the swords comes near Frederick, and he just holds out one of his paws, and it just stops right before it hits him, and then it just floats to the ground. Okay, so these aren't necessarily from the master because B37's not. Anyway, but here's some cool swords.
Okay.
And all of these are appropriate for your time period. Yeah, I think. I'll check. Yep, these are good.
Okay, I want.
So, you see one blade Bron that is like it's a very thin, kind of wispy, more like the blade itself seems to be like made of smoke. And the hilt is just pitch black onyx. So this is an ethereal blade. Ooh, spooky. Basically, it's good at killing ghosts and other ghost-related creatures. And it doesn't hit anything else. But
Okay.
it's pretty spooky.
It is. Very, very cool.
All right. So the next one you see is a blade that it looks like a I would say tongs, but like instead of like tongs, it's blades. So it's like two blades that kind of come in.
Yeah.
So this one, look this up. If you press this button right here, it goes whoosh, and then it comes out. I guess it would be more akin to garden shears. It's like two giant blades, and he says, so then you press the button and it goes whoosh, and then you see him pull out of seemingly nowhere a carrot, and he just puts it in between the blades, and it kind of floats there using mage hand, and then he presses the button again and it goes whoosh, and cuts the carrot in half.
Okay.
I call these the hedge trimmers.
Interesting.
Yeah, the name's not that great, but I'll work on it.
I mean, the name is great. I've
didn't
never seen a sword like
though,
this.
so it's probably not.
I'm just in awe at its capabilities.
Good save, good save. Okay, so the third one.
It's 5,000 years old, and he can't come up with a better name than hedge trimmers.
He's 5,009.
Oh my god.
And 57 days.
57 days.
Jeez.
Okay. So you see this last blade. It is super short. It's like this, like a little tiny blade, but it's got a normal size
letter
hilt.
opener.
Oh, but not just any letter opener. Okay, everybody stand back real quick.
Oh no.
Man,
It's like the cricket from MIB.
You see him hold this sword, and you see a bunch of energy begin to collect around him. And he's
Yep.
okay, everybody look out above. And then he just goes, and this sword just erupts, just blade just going, going. It's like the power pole from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I was gonna say the.
But a
Ishimaru.
sword.
Yeah.
That's
All right, so
insane.
you can only do that once every week. But it's pretty cool.
That is very cool.
I call it the Stabber.
Dapper.
Yeah, I need to work on the names. B37. Please make a meeting with the staff for naming swords. Thank you. And then he presses a button. Naming swords is now on the agenda.
Okay. Well, these are all very interesting blades for sure. What? Back to the ethereal blade. How much does that one cost?
Oh, well, that one is 250 gold.
Ah.
It's not that hard to make. You just have to find a ghost, trap it inside some sort of ghost trap, and then put it inside the sword.
Oh, so there's like
You
a
can
living.
do it with.
living
Oh no,
spirit
no,
inside
it's
it?
dead. But it's more of the essence.
Gotcha.
You can do it with any sword. You just have to find a ghost and then trap
Right.
the ghost, and then put the ghost inside the sword, and then the sword takes the ghost's power. It's kind of cool.
So, what kind of extra damage does this thing do to, I guess, undead in general?
Oh, okay. Outside of game going into
Yes,
stats.
yes. Go to the
Okay.
stats.
So it does double damage to all ghosts, spirits like banshees, revenants.
Sweet.
Okay.
Well, revenants technically no, but anything that is of the ethereal plane, it does double damage to. And if you
Okay.
crit, that double stacks. So it does 2d6. If it's
Okay.
against a ghost, it's times 2. If it's against anything else, it auto misses. So.
Yeah, okay, that's
What
what I was
And then
wondering.
if you crit with it, it's 2d6 times 4. Because the crit would stack on top of the double damage.
Yeah.
What about a vampire?
Vampires are not ghosts.
Well, they're dead though.
It's not undead, it's ghosts.
Yeah.
Man,
Very, very specific.
You're not undead, ghost.
fine.
God, yeah, Brady, you don't fucking know D&D. Come on.
Why am I even here?
You've never been a DM.
Yeah, Brady, you've never built a session before.
So, Zygon, as you're kind of milling around, you saw where Animas and Bron went. They went inside the tent. It's been probably almost an hour since they went in there. And you've kind of just been watching everything. You got yourself a nice kebab.
I was gonna say I was gonna go get a kebab.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn,
Yeah.
that
Read my mind.
sounds good.
You want to know why? Because he's a DM and makes DM sessions.
Maybe I can tell fortunes too.
My God.
Jesus.
But yeah, you kind of been watching the cube. The gelatinous cube is kind of just watching the store. You see it go over it. It tries to polish the swords, but it can't because it's a cube of Jello. And then Locknar, Anzu, and Thia, you also have found where Zygon is, and he informs you of the situation.
Yeah, there's kebabs right over there.
I'll go get a kebab and then walk in the
Going to get a
store.
kebab.
Okay, 1 copper per kebab, and it's a
I'll
lamb
get a-
kebab.
Give him 2 copper and then give another kebab to Thea.
Nice. You guys have kebabs. Locknar, would you like a kebab?
Oh, I love D&D.
I will take 10.
Ooh, that's 1 silver.
Dink.
So you full on Wolverine claws these kebabs.
And I'll walk into the store.
And so as you're going, Bartholomew, the gelatinous cube, kind of squirts in front of you.
Hello?
It just kind of.
Yes, hold on. I'll get Cube. Cube, could you talk to him?
You see Cube come off, and it's in its cubey state. You just see them both go, like expanding and contracting.
Disgusting.
It's nasty.
The gelatinous cube looks for a second, and then you see it hit. There's a small like sensor on top of the table, and it just goes and like covers it. And then you see this small door appear. Bron, as you and Frederick are going through, I have another customer outside, so just go down there to Flo and tell her if you want anything, and put it on. You know how shopping works.
Yeah, I got you.
Cool, okay. And then he goes through the doorway. Anzu, Zygon, Locknar, and Thia, you guys see a 9-year-old Tabaxi step out of this magical doorway.
Oh, you are about to go through a trip, guys.
Hello!
Was that magic?
Don't tell anybody.
Another cat. It's another cat.
I am a Tabaxi.
Meow.
Indeed. Meow.
Am I still inside paying for my stuff?
Yes, you two
Okay,
are still inside paying for your stuff.
Okay, just checking.
Well, since you use
Meow.
magic, would you happen to sell any magic wares?
Yep. We have some in here, and he motions to the racks and the table, and we also have some inside.
Midget man, don't get sucked into this literal wormhole. No good can come from it.
Well, I need to also get a scroll. Do you have a scroll of disintegration?
What good are my words, right?
Locknar's just eating his kebabs. I think we do. Do you want to come inside, though? You can come and get it inside. We have a whole scroll rack. It's 5 floors high.
Really?
Sounds good. I'll come.
Yay! Okay. Anybody else want to come inside?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I'm good.
Oh. Well, to be completely honest, very large man, I don't think you'd fit.
At this, Locknar aims a kick at him.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Roll to see if you hit. Gonna kick a child, just randomly kicking children. No worries.
19.
What?
19.
Natural 19. So 24.
Plus 20 what?
24, right?
That does not hit.
Come on.
He's 5,000 years old. He's probably been through some shit.
Locknar, you see your foot go towards the child, and you feel this strange like force field barrier block your kick.
Great. Wonderful.
If you'd like, though, I could, if you want any magical stuff,
I
could
want
have
any
it brought
magical
out.
things. I don't believe in magic and blah blah blah. Where's the fucking bar?
You travel with a wizard and you don't believe in magic?
He's
This is
quite
why I need a bar. Where's the fucking bar?
So, Zygon and Locknar, do you two want to go to the bar? Or Zygon, what do you want to do?
I want to take a walk. See if Locknar wants to come with. I'm sure we can find a bar.
That works for me.
So you two start walking as Anzu and Thia are brought into Frederick's domain. So he leads you guys through. Anzu, no problem, you can walk through here. Thia, hands and knees, got to crawl through. Bartholomew mans the table. And as you guys enter, you see Animas paying for 3 rings and Bron paying for a sack. And are you buying the ethereal sword?
Yes.
Okay, and an ethereal sword.
Do we see him come in?
Yeah. You see this doorway open, and then you see Anzu walk in right behind Frederick, and then you see Thia crawl in.
Guys, listen. This is insane. This is fucking insane. Just
Should we leave?
no.
No.
Just
No?
go start looking.
If you're not careful, you could spend the rest of your life looking through here.
Yeah, you might want to be. Just go get what you need. I have a way back to him with this
You
car.
have suit on you.
I have a little. Why?
Have you been taking it?
No. Just
Why would he be... What would that do? It's used primarily for slicing meat.
Frederick. He's been through some stuff also. Not as much as
Frederick.
you,
Huh.
but a little bit.
Wait, did you say his name was Anzu?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I went to his school.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. No.
Why, is that a bad...
Well, what
I
kind
fail
of
you?
magical items are you looking for?
No, Frederick. Tell me what happened.
I went to your school.
He's a weird cat.
He's got
No
a
pun
lot.
intended.
He's got a lot to go on with. There's a lot going on with him. More than you think.
Well,
Clearly
anyway,
he's successful.
He's been through a lot. Has a lot.
Thea,
to share.
ma'am, would you like to have any magic?
You just go ahead, Thea.
B37, and then it rolls over, and then B37 will handle your stuff. I have to go to other business, and then you see a door open, and he walks through.
Jesus Christ.
Gosh.
This guy,
How does
man.
he know who we are?
Does he have any business cards at the checkout counter?
Yeah, he's got a few.
Okay.
You see on the front of the business card is this little cat going, and then next to him is his best friend Bartholomew, the
It's
gelatinous.
holographic every time you tilt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Exactly.
definitely want at least 1 or 2 of those.
Yeah.
Anzu, to answer your question, and Thea, just so you both understand,
he doesn't just travel through planes. He travels through time. Just there you go. That's it. That'll be the easiest way to understand the story of this cat.
Okay.
So I don't know him, but I will.
Probably.
Depending on how the time works, because time, like our time, is different in different planes and different existences, I guess. So you could know him if he goes back to your school in the time that... I don't fucking know. Just enjoy the shop.
I'll ask him another question eventually. Thank you.
So, Anzu B37 is ready to lead you to the scrolls.
Hey, I'll follow.
It just goes, and it's really fast. You gotta run to keep up. Thea.
Pimp Kane just.
Thea, what are you looking for?
Couple things. Don't know if you would have them or not. I'm looking for a wand of paralysis and a wand of polymorph. Don't know.
Okay.
Don't know if those would be there or not, but we'll
so,
see.
Frederick, once Anzu runs off, Frederick reappears. Whew, that was a close one. Okay. So, what are you looking for? Wands?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. A W56. And then you see this triangular looking modron appear, and it kind of just hovers. W56, would you please take this lovely woman to the wands? And then it starts hovering. Thea, you're probably not going to have to run, but maybe a light jog.
Sounds good.
All right. So, Locknar and Zygon. It's around 3. You guys are kind of looking around. You also remember you're looking for a tavern called the Squealing Pig. You ask around a few people, Locknar, Joneson, for some ale. And you eventually do find the Squealing Pig. On the front is a sign that says the Squealing Pig, and it's literally got a pig on it. Yeah.
You think this is the place?
Could be.
Locknar
I can't read, so.
Yeah, but it's got a pig right there.
Oh, does it? Oh, cool. Yeah, probably it then.
All right.
Let's check it out.
So you guys see this tavern is built like a long house, kind of like there's a door and then it just kind of goes out. You guys go in. Not super busy, but it's big. It is probably one of the biggest taverns you've been in. It's also an inn. You look around. There's a few people. There's a table playing cards. You see a few different kinds of customers. You see a few workers, maybe a little bit of a nefarious type. Excuse me. And the bartender up at the bar is a half-orc woman. You see she's cleaning a glass.
Guess we'll go up to the bar.
What can I get you?
Oh, a couple flagons of ale for me and my friend here.
Large, please.
We've got our
Large
extra large flagons.
I like extra large flagons.
All right, so you see she pulls out these like massive, like probably like a foot or 2 tall, and she just fills them completely. As you guys have to like carry them like 2-handed to the table, and you see they've got at the center of the and then at the bottom they're taps, so you could siphon them out instead of having to pour the whole 2-foot thing into your mouth.
That's thoughtful.
Kind.
Yeah, we had a lot of problems. A lot of sticky floors.
Don't like that. All right,
I don't
well,
know. I've always thought sticky floors are the sign of a good tavern, personally.
Yeah, the owner doesn't think that though.
Fair enough.
I don't see the owner here, do you? I'm gonna
right
slosh
now.
a little on the floor.
Oh.
Okay. So you guys are drinking. Locknar,
Yo.
make a... And Zygon, both of you make a perception check for me.
5.
A 12.
12. Okay. So, you're drinking, you know, having a good time, and you see off in the corner, Zygon, you notice this, Locknar, not so much. You see, Zygon, you see 2 people that, every once in a while, they're glancing over at you too. But it's not like they're just looking around. It's like they're actively looking at you two.
Hey, Locknar.
Yo.
What do you think about these 2 characters over here eyeballing us?
What do they look like?
They're both in cloaks, so you can't really tell features.
Covering their face and their bodies? Do they just do they look big or small?
One of them's average, the other one a little bit bigger. No one's as big as you, but
Obviously, duh. I mean, and sorry. Obviously, duh. I don't know. Could be trouble. Could be buddies. Want to go make some friends?
Sure. Let's go talk to them.
all right. So,
Well, before we do that, slap a couple more coppers on the bar. 2 more ales.
okay. Yep.
And we're Locknar's quadruple fisting at this point.
God.
Maybe not for long. He walks over. Hey pals, how we doing? We're new in this town and we'd like to make some friends. What are you guys' names? And he lets down two of the mugs for the new friends.
Neither of them take it, and they both remain quiet.
Oof. Friendly group here.
Cold shoulder. You know, we just traveled thousands of miles to get here. Fair enough.
It's okay. I'm
Not
gonna pat him on the
not the talking bunch, are y'all? That's okay. Not the drinking bunch, are you?
Locknar and Zygon both make a perception check.
Oof.
12 that time.
6.
Wow, you guys almost flipped rolls. That's crazy.
I know, right?
So, Locknar, as you're trying to get these 2 to drink, you see the smaller one is kind of shaking. Maybe out of fear, maybe something else. Who knows?
He's doing some hard drugs.
Buddy. No need to shake. I'm here to make friends tonight. And to bask in the glory of the great nectar that is ale. Why don't you join with me?
The larger one. How about you take a hint and get out of here?
You must not be super familiar with us.
I know. At least a little. We
Then
don't
you
want
know-
any trouble.
Then you know we're no trouble. We're here to make merry.
Get out of here before things get hard.
Threaten me with a good time.
What are you thinking, Zygon?
Thinking, I'll take the shaky little one.
I think I could take the big one. This could be fun.
Nice music transition. Listen, we don't want to fight or anything. We just want to be left alone.
Well, that was a very frightening phrase that you tried to use on us there.
And we don't want to fight necessarily either, but you did threaten us.
Well, a threat involves inaction.
Inaction, huh? But that inaction could lead. Yeah. I fucked that one up.
Can we take that back? Can we take that again?
From the top.
Take
From the
that
top.
from the top.
Reset.
Take that from the top. Reset. Okay.
Position 1, let's go.
And action.
Inaction, huh? That inaction could lead to a reaction. Am I correct?
I think the science checks out on that one. I'm surprised there's anybody that he knows.
You're smart.
Locknar's much smarter on alcohol. You should know this.
This is true.
It's true. He doesn't have the weird nagging thoughts to cloud his mind. You're smarter than you look.
And I know I look pretty dumb, right?
You could say that. You see the smaller figure now is just like trembling, just visibly like trembling.
Got a big mouth, and you're to appreciate it.
Again, we don't want any trouble.
What do you say,
Well-
Locknar? He doesn't want any trouble. What do you say we just take our beers back and go back to our business?
I'd like that. As soon as he tells me what he's doing here, then.
That sounds reasonable.
We're just travelers. That's it.
That's a pretty vague answer.
Really?
And
How
that's a
would you
pretty
describe
cliche
yourself?
answer, too, honestly.
How would you describe yourself? We're adventurers.
Before we took an arrow in the knee, maybe? No. We might also be travelers, but we might also be adventurers. Or
How
we
would you
might just be
adventure?
drinkers. But
How would-
we don't make a tendency of gluing our eyes to certain individuals that show up at a bar.
Well, we knew who you were, and
Of course you
tends
did.
to find you.
Well, our reputation precedes us, but we can't say that we've heard of you.
Maybe there's a point for that. Like I said, we're just random travelers. Nothing to worry about, nothing to talk to.
Well, I'd be appreciative if I'm gonna flip my eye patch up. You kept those peepers to yourself then.
We weren't the ones that walked over here, but point taken.
And we're not the ones that couldn't get our eyes off of us. That came out wrong. Whatever.
That's
You
perfect.
get
Point
you
stance.
get my
Point
point.
Nope, it was perfect.
Yeah.
On brand.
He just goes quiet.
Wow, real lively group here. All right, Locknar, let's leave him be.
Yeah. I guess clasp members are better off left alone.
No, they're not.
You
Kill
hear
'em
him.
all.
You hear him audibly laugh. So simple-minded.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I am simple-minded.
Yeah.
But that's why I let my sword do the talking usually. And she usually leaves him speechless, if you know what I mean.
As you two are walking away, you hear the smaller figure. We're not class members.
Ha ha ha! The coward talks.
You see her take down her hood. She looks probably about 20. Pink skin, pink hair, small horns that kind of go like over her ears. And she just looks over to you two. We're running from them. My friend here wanted us to keep a low profile, but I saw you two at the tournament and I just got excited.
Oh. See, now isn't that much easier?
We weren't supposed to talk to anyone.
That's okay. We'll get hammered tonight. All memories will be gone. You never met us.
Oh, we met you, but you never met us.
What? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You see him take down his hood. He's a human, probably 50s. Bald head, tannish, darker brown skin. And you see he's got like scars all across his head from multiple different wounds. You see he's got a scar down one of his eyes, scar across his cheek, one on his forehead. This dude has seen some stuff. And then the tiefling woman. Would you help us?
Tell us your predicament. As much as you can tell.
I don't really think we should talk to these people. Well, I'm the one in charge here, so what I say goes. He takes the beer you left in front of him and just starts drinking it. Or the ale. How familiar are you with Western?
Passed through.
Been there a time or two.
Went to a party. It wasn't very good.
I've been born there. Who knows?
Well, my family, we were a wealthy merchant family in the city until a few months ago.
What happened a few months ago?
You see a tear rolls down her cheek.
Oh God, no.
And then the older gentleman.
Emotions.
Well, during the night, the Margrave, he decided that he thought the family had a little too much money. So he rounded up the guard and stormed the estate. We narrowly escaped. We don't know what else happened. But we've been on the run ever since. They've hired the Clasp to hunt us down. They don't want any survivors.
Well, then we're in a similar predicament, aren't we? Class wants us dead too, right?
Among others.
I mean, a lot of people want us dead, but, they're one of many, and possibly the most prominent on our list.
To be completely honest with you,
yeah,
we were in the stands in Onoa, keeping a low profile, but we wanted to see some good fights. Perhaps we could find someone to help us. When you all won the tournament, we tried to find you after, but it seemed like you disappeared. Next thing we knew, we had to come here. We thought we might be able to find somebody to protect us. And the Clasp is not super active here, so...
For now.
Zygon's gonna shiver at the memory of after the tournament.
That's been a while, and I've had plenty of time to repress those memories, and now they're coming back, and now Locknar's brain hurts. More alcohol is needed. Waitress! More alcohol, please! Anyway, go on.
I don't have any money to pay you. Rarik here is doing it because of his loyalty to my family. But, if we were somehow to reclaim what I have lost, I would be more than happy to pay you.
What would you say to a down payment of information, perhaps?
Well, I
And
don't know
information and some influence.
I don't know what information you're looking for, but I can try and help you in any way possible.
Because part of the reason we came here was to find a man named, I don't even know if he's a man, honestly, a person named Ferrum. At least for me personally. I need to find this man.
What makes you want to go on a suicide mission like that?
Excuse me. It's
I've
not a
seen
suicide
this guy
mission.
fight.
Yes,
I
I fought him
assume with
myself.
how quick you were. Oh, really? Well,
Yes.
he knows things that you can't even dream.
And that's why I want him to teach me.
A monk teaching a barbarian. Give me another drink.
Well, you got two right there. And the lady's coming back with more. But that's why I've come here. To be trained, because as it stands, I'm decently powerful. And
After
fighting
what we
him,
saw
I
you
held
do in
my
that
own for a
fight.
time. But eventually, he overpowered me in a way I have never been beaten before. And I have many more battles ahead of me. And in order to fight these battles, I need to know how to fight in the way that Ferrum fights. So if you could lead me to him, it would be much appreciated.
So to summarize, he beat you bloody, and you've had your tail tucked between your legs since then. And then you see she puts a hand out. Rorik, we shouldn't be fighting them. We want their help. I'm sorry. But
And
it
I
was
have
kind
my
of funny.
tail tucked between my legs. I am on the run from a horde of other Goliath barbarians. And in order to fight a horde of them, I think knowing a thing or two from Ferrum might do the trick. You get me?
I think I know where he is. He's seen around the Braving Grounds sometimes.
You know who else is in the Braving Grounds? Abby?
Who?
The guard.
Broder!
The love of my life.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
He's just such a
I know where I'm going later.
Oh my god.
I don't know what kind of influence you were looking for, but I don't really have any here. My family did a little bit of trade, but nothing substantial.
I can take any help I can get right now because I know it's going to be difficult to convince a person like Ferrum to train anybody. Even if I did win his respect a little bit in fighting him. Anyone I can have on my side is more than enough help for me to help them.
I have some old contacts. I'll see what I can shake up for you.
See, now was that very hard?
And your help is immeasurably appreciated. And I will do anything in my power to help you, protect you, and help you get back to Western. Does that sound like a deal?
I guess it does. Thank you. And she holds out a hand.
Locknar holds out a much larger hand, I'm sure.
About 2 times the size, yeah.
Yes, and he shakes it gently.
My name is Roxella, by the way.
I'm Locknar.
Oh, I know.
Of
I
course.
was actually wondering if I could get your autograph.
Oh.
A fan?
So
I
we're
never
that
had
famous.
a fan. You've got me all flustered now.
All right, we've made it. We won the game.
We've won Dungeons and Dragons.
Anzu's made it. He's won the game.
Roll credits.
Oh, thank you guys so much for watching our campaign. We'll be back starting in a few years.
We're not going off. We've still got more story to tell.
This was the goal. A year and a half of playing.
Yep.
One fan.
We wanted
We're
one
not
fan.
Got it.
Mhm.
That's it.
This was our goal.
We got him.
So, Locknar, are you going to give her your autograph?
Does he know how to write?
A little bit.
I mean, he can like punch something.
Make it
Here's your autograph. Here's your autograph.
That
It
looks
kind of
amazing.
resembles.
Oh my god. Keep that forever.
Yes.
Then we can make merch one day.
Thank you.
I see that on a shirt.
hmm
Yeah, that could be a shirt. Locknar, like, doing finger guns with sunglasses on, and then on the back it's his signature.
Good stuff.
Okay, the other four that are in the shop. Thia, you do find the wands quite easily.
Can I afford them? That is the question.
Oh, you're gonna have to ask.
How much for each of
see.
these?
You see W56 press the button on its head, and then hello, you had questions?
How much are these wands?
Ooh, which ones are those again?
Polymorph and paralysis.
Ooh, okay, so the polymorph one is going to be 500 gold pieces.
Is it
And then the-
polymorph or true polymorph?
Just
Polymorph.
polymorph.
Okay.
And then the paralysis one, it's going to be, hang on, let me carry a 650 gold.
Okay. I think which would be more useful. Also,
We
how much
also
money do I
have loan programs and installment plans.
No, thank you. I don't.
Are
do
you
that.
sure?
I'm
It's a
sure.
competitive interest rate.
May okay.
This kid's
Okay.
so good.
Okay, I'm just gonna write these things down. I also have other things I'm looking for outside of wands, so like, just a couple other things that I just want to know about. I'm gonna hold them. Can I do that and then make a decision at the end?
W56 can hold on to them for you.
We
He's
love to
kind of
see it.
like a shopping cart.
That's amazing.
You see his triangle head go whoosh, and now you just can slot the wands in.
Okay, and then another thing, I want to look at daggers and see if there's anything cool.
Ooh, okay, that is the 7th floor. Wait, no, we moved daggers last week. Or was it last year? Or is it tomorrow? Sorry, time's weird. Okay, 2nd floor.
I'll see what's.
All right, so W56 starts leading you away. Anzu, you're looking for scrolls?
Yep, sir.
All right. So B26 has led you to the scroll rack, which, Anzu, it is taller than the college is, just in scrolls.
Things you love to see.
Just anything you want, basically.
I'm proud.
There's a
All
lot
right.
of duplicates. Some scrolls are easier to make than others.
Looking for disintegration.
And then you see B26 like slots in. There's like slots on the side to where the Modron can kind of like escalator up.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that would be more like elevator. But you see him slot in and then goes about 5 stories up, goes over to the right, grabs it, comes back down. It is a scroll of disintegration.
Could you get Frederick so I can see how much this costs?
Boop. You have. Oh, hi.
Why,
What's your question?
how much is the scroll?
Which scroll is it?
Disintegration.
That is. Wait, what are you wanting to use this for? Sorry, I don't care.
I feel like he knows.
750 gold pieces.
Okay.
Mainly because the ink is special, because you have to. Because if it hits oxygen, it disintegrates, so you have to get the special. Anyway.
Also, I was wondering if you have any staffs, but they need to be quite strong.
Like a whacking stick?
No, a magical staff.
Well, yeah, but you could use a magical staff to whack somebody, couldn't you?
Well, okay, I'm not whacking anything with it.
And do you want it like your size or like normal? I'm sorry.
I suppose.
Do you want it larger size?
As long as I can hold it, I think I would be fine.
Okay.
You know about me, right? You went to my car. Do you remember Vel? Why?
I might have gone when you weren't there. You know, when you were. I don't know.
Well, that's fine. Is it fine?
You were probably dead.
There's a change of leadership. What do you mean I wasn't? What? I hear you're time travel. Time is weird, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just 9. Look at me. I look at my little hands. I got little toe beans.
I'm sure you are not.
Oh, beans.
Anyway, back to the staff.
Uh-huh.
Would you happen to have any?
Yeah, that's floor 7. If you'd like, I can... Oh, okay.
Wait, I'll go back. What were you saying?
I can get you there. I forgot to do this with your friend.
Jump
you
on
guys
in.
go through. You're on floor 7.
Okay, where are the staffs?
All right, so you see there's a line of staves or staves that are just displayed in different cases. So what exactly are you looking for?
There was one that I was thinking of. It's called Staff of the Magi.
Let me consult our record book. Ah. Well, consulting our books, we have 1 in stock. But we'll have 2 in stock 3 years ago. Sorry.
What?
Well, we had 2 in stock 3 years ago. We've only sold 1.
You are quite adorable.
Thank you.
And it hurts my heart how cute you are.
Thank you.
Where is the staff?
Oh, it's over here. And he just walks over. He grabs a staff, and let's see, does this have a look? Ah, okay. So you see the staff. It's not made of wood. It's made of like copper, and it's got arcane runes written up the side, and then it kind of like makes a diamond shape, and then makes another diamond shape, and then just opens up. Here it is. Oh, and it will resize to fit the user.
Oh, thank you.
Right now it's like 6 feet tall.
So how much is it?
Well, it is 120 platinum.
I'm gonna take a heart attack.
Okay. Okay, make a performance check.
Okay. Hold on.
Either rolled a 1 or really high.
4.
4. So you start faking a heart attack. Oh, well, that's not supposed to happen here.
I can see Linares.
Oh! If the price is what's putting you into a cardiac arrest, I can assure you it's not going to change.
How much was it again?
120 platinum pieces.
Is a real
So
heart
be it.
attack.
That's not that
I was
bad.
also curious if you might have anything else that you think I would be interested in. Maybe I'll be honest. I come very close to death. Is there anything that would maybe not quite put me close to death all the time?
B26. And it comes rolling in. Would you go into the back and try and find me the Martyr's Plate? B26 runs off. Or I guess I should say it rolls off. Well, so when you say close to death, do you mean like you know death? Because I kind of want to know who that person is.
No. I don't know death. I just get really close to dying all the time.
Well, shucks. Okay.
Oh, I was also looking for another scroll. Maybe you know it. It's called Anzu's Avatar. Son of a bitch! I knew it!
How do I want to play this? Okay. So the doorway opens. A few minutes later, doorway opens again. Do you mean this? And he holds up the scroll. Anzu, I need you to make a investigation check.
Okay.
What kind of wine is that, Corey?
21.
You know,
21.
of course.
Anzu,
Nice.
this is your handwriting.
I only drink beer.
Okay. So I'm guessing I gave this to you.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Then I probably also told you not to sell it.
No.
No. You sound guilty about that. How many of these have you sold?
I have sold. What scroll? And then it just
How many of these
disappears.
have you sold?
Well, I technically have sold 0.
What do you mean?
Well, I have sold 0.
You mean no one wants it? This is a good spell.
Well, I mean, it's okay.
Bundled in
Okay.
for free by, like, buy a spell, get a free Anzu.
You think this is some kind of shitty BOGO
Buy
deal?
one, get one.
Buy this mystery pack of spells. You open it up. Prestidigitation, Anzu's avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all shit.
All this shit.
I got a bad one.
Anyway, I'm just joking. Yeah. Although it
Well,
is cute to see the little bean prints on it.
Well, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I have at this time sold 0.
What else were you gonna say? You were gonna say something else, but you didn't.
Nope, that's it.
B27.
It's actually B26.
B26. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. I get them confused all the time.
So what did you study at my school?
Oh, well, what do you think? And then he just kind of gestures to all of the enchanted items in the entire store.
I'm guessing enchantment. Did you enjoy our school?
Well, when I
When did this
went,
turn into ratemyprofessors.com?
when I went, it wasn't necessarily a school.
What?
School. A few people still holding on to the old ways. Different thing.
Oh no! Oh, that's not what.
And what do you mean by that?
Imagine knowing your entire life turns to shambles after you die. Everything you built is now just a couple people holding on.
Yeah.
I think I've said too much. Where's B26? So you see B26. So he opens up and you see this small armor, and it looks like it's plate armor.
But
It's plate armor.
And
I can't wear.
Just
plate
keep.
armor.
It's better protection.
You can't wear plate armor is the problem.
Yeah, unfortunate.
So why'd he?
Well, you said that you wanted something that would keep you not dead. So I brought you something that would keep you not dead, mainly so that you could examine the enchantment, and then I could maybe see if you liked it, and then I might be able to put it on something else.
Oh, what's the enchantment?
So it's Revivify. Revivify is on this armor, which means if you go down, you're going to be brought back immediately. So if you die with this thing on, you'll come back up to 1 HP.
That's
Okay, so I could put that on like my cloak or something, and then boom.
Or your pimp cane.
Okay.
Just put it on the cane. What I would say, though, is that this enchantment is very finicky, and sometimes it doesn't work.
Kind of defeats the purpose.
You're not
So
there,
I won't
Zygon.
know-
I'm just saying.
What you're saying is I won't know until I die.
Well, I can put it a different way. So it's about a 10% chance it works.
So I won't know until I die.
Yeah, but like Thea will be with you, right? Well,
Mm.
until she isn't. Okay, said too much again.
Ah, this guy. It's
And
just so fun.
It's fucking excuse me?
Oh, it's so fun.
Where am I going?
How much is this enchantment?
Well, it takes me about a year to get done, so that'll be done by tomorrow. I'm just kidding. I don't travel like that anymore.
Uh-huh.
Or, well, okay. Anyway, so it'll take about a year.
Can't do that. Also, what happens to Thea?
Oh, I'm not supposed to tell anybody. I'm not supposed to talk about that.
This guy's really bad at keeping these secrets.
I am going to go check these out.
To be fair, he's been alive for 5,000 years. Thea will eventually die.
But
Well,
you are
yeah.
interesting, and
We were
I
all gonna
will
die
You
eventually.
should die before me.
Oh, that is true. That's true.
definitely make it to where the Flagon Slayers will come here all the time. I love your shop.
Well, I know that you guys have an exclusivity contract with that store in
That's only there, though.
in Amman,
No,
but
How does
that
he know?
contract expires soon anyway. So.
Well, I'll be back. Would you be interested?
Oh yeah.
Was that contract only for a mom?
I
though?
always like seeing old, new friends.
I'm going to go check this out.
Okay. Make sure you go to Flo. My other people aren't working as well today.
I'll go.
All right. So Thea, what was the other stuff you wanted to get?
Another thing, I don't know if it would be possible for him to have, but it's like, I think it's called like the manual of like quickness or something. I don't know. It's that thing. It's that book that you read and your dex goes up by 2.
Excuse me. I am so sorry to our
And then
audience.
also
That was gross.
daggers. That and daggers.
Manual of quickness of action.
There we go.
How expensive is that if your dex goes out? Jeez.
It's a wondrous item, which means it is
So-
very rare.
Yeah, I was like, maybe not, but
But he had Anzu's avatar.
couldn't hurt to ask. And I probably can't afford it, but it's okay.
All right, so you get into the book section,
Okay.
which is very, very small.
Oh.
It's about 3 books.
Oh.
So there is a manual of bodily health. There is a manual of gainful exercise. And there is a manual of quickness of action.
How much is the quickness of action?
Your Modron touches the button on top of it. Said, "You had questions?"
How much is the manual of quickness of action? How many times do I have to
Oh,
ask him?
well, considering that it takes a while to recharge, it only works every century.
Yes,
So it's gonna be.
probably a lot.
Yeah, it's probably not a lot. It's a lot.
You need to ask for a deck of many things.
About
I don't know that he's gonna have that.
about 1,200 platinum.
Okay.
But we have very aggressive loan
Nope, moving on.
programs.
Daggers.
Okay, I can take you there.
We do have his card, so we can always come back if you have more.
Exactly.
All right. So, you get to the daggers. Thea, I need you to make a investigation check or a perception. Well, no, investigation. This isn't really a perception thing.
Okay. My greatest strength. Investigation. 17.
All right. So you begin
All
looking
right.
around. A lot of these daggers are kind of boring, nondescript. You know,
Okay.
you've seen them. You've seen them at other magical stores.
Mhm.
What's the big deal? And then you see a dagger that looks semi-familiar and also kind of weird that it exists. So you see a dagger with on the bottom of the blade, at the base of the blade, is your family's crest from Singorn.
Excuse me?
Oh, when you said daggers, okay, I forgot to tell you something. Okay, are you ready? Big moment. Okay, your face looks like it's ready. Okay, so that dagger there with your family crest on it, I have had for a very long time. And you're probably wondering how I know that. Just know that I know you, but you don't know me, but I've known you longer than you haven't known me.
Okay. What does it do?
I don't know.
Okay.
One of your
okay.
family members gave it to me. She said that you would need it, or that she wished you had it, or so. I don't know. It's confusing.
Who?
Oh, I don't remember her name. It was like a long time ago.
You are not helpful. Okay.
I try
touch
to
it?
be helpful.
Can I Fuck. I don't know if these are from the same day. Okay, whatever. Can I like pick it? Can I just pick it up?
Yeah,
and, like,
sure.
Look at it. Do I feel
So-
different? Does something happen to me?
Yeah, Thea, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Actually, no, I'm not gonna use that one. Oh. 17? 17.
17. Yeah, so you feel this surge of energy as the dagger is somehow reacting to you. You don't feel really any different. But, like, mentally, it feels like this has always been yours. There's this weird feeling to it.
Okay.
As you take a look at the blade, you see that it's modeled kind of off of a syringe. It looks very much like a syringe. Like, you even see that it's got a the inside of the blade has a needle, and you see that there's a receptacle towards the base of the blade that you might be able to put something in.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could say put a poison in there, and then when you stab someone with it, you could inject a poison into them.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna be like, how much is this?
Well, how much do you want to pay for it? Because technically, I can't sell that to anybody but you, or one of your descendants, or one of your ancestors, or one of your siblings.
Do I have to pay anything then? Because it's mine?
Well, it's technically not. You know what? You have it.
Oh, thank you. We're in a tricky area right here.
What is it?
Okay.
Watch the VOD, Caleb.
Hey guys,
All right.
if you missed anything tonight, go watch the VOD.
Yeah, exactly.
To
Is
our
it-
audience.
Okay. Well, is it just regular dagger stats?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know what to call it. Like,
You can call it Family Dagger.
family dagger.
Thea's
Alright.
dagger.
Thea's Dagger.
Alright.
Anzu's got an avatar. Thea's got a dagger.
Is it just, oh fuck, I don't even have like a regular dagger. Is it just a D4 or 2D4? I don't know. I don't know what
Like a
dagger
dagger's-
damage is.
It's a D4.
Just one D4.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I put poison in it, it'd probably be different. Okay.
Do you have any more questions?
I think I'm good. I am going to buy the Wand of Paralysis.
Okay.
And I'm
Just go
not-
down to Flo and she'll buy it. Or, well, she'll not buy it. Sorry, you'll buy it.
Mm.
She'll sell it.
Yeah, sure.
Unless
And-
you want to sell it to her, but you technically don't own it yet.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna walk away.
Okay. So you all collectively pay for your things. You leave Frederick's with a little bit less money, but a little bit more stuff.
And a lot more curiosity in the world.
And we head to the Squealing Pig.
All right. So as you guys leave, Frederick comes out with you. It's been nice meeting you all again, or for the first time. Or okay. Anyway, bye. And then Bartholomew goes into the tent, and then Frederick and then the tent just disappears, and then Frederick disappears.
God, this fucking kid. So
Well, glad we got
extraordinary.
his- Yeah.
Man.
So as you guys are going to the bar, you ask around a little bit. Zygon and Locknar are now drinking with their newfound fan/friends,
Guess we
and that
join
will
them.
be how we end tonight's session.
The
Oh,
next time.
Shopping episode.
We did it, guys.
this is why I don't like shopping episodes.
All right.
That was a world building episode. Thank
Yeah.
you.
We also
wasn't
got a
just
power-up
shopping.
episode, so that's good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you guys didn't do world building, or not world building. Jeez, my mind. Do potion buying.
Nah, not yet.
Eh,
Potions are one of those things where you can be like, "Hey, do you have this, this, and this?" And then you're just like, "I'll buy those."
yeah.
So like,
Those,
Quickly
please.
get through it.
I wanted to find stuff that was just not gonna be something I could find.
Is the stream over yet?
No, I haven't. Even.
Well, everybody, I want to say
Almost.
thank you so much for watching. And,
Hurry up, we want to hear WAP.
We don't listen to that right after the stream is.
Not every single
We
day.
love you, Cardi B.
But we
Usually
will
before.
we'll see you next week, everybody.